When I was a young man, a friend of mine told me they were hiring at General Motors. And back in them days, in 1964, when I hired in General Motors, that was the most important place, one of the most important places to work. If you had a job at General Motors, you had a lifetime job. I always worked in the body shop. And I went over to Detroit Hamtramck. I went into the body shop as an inspector in the quality department. And I would have probably never left the body shop had I not had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in the early 90s. And it put me on sick leave for 1 year. And when I went back into the plant, I requested that I not go back into the body shop because of the pollution in the air, not knowing what caused my cancer. So with that in mind, I got the job in the audit department, and then from there I became a team leader, and that would probably never happen had I not had this this bout with cancer. I was team leader approximately 3 years, team leader's job. Just to encourage and to help others and even assist if they needed help. Well, to be very honest with you, as a union member for my whole career at General Motors, there was always that little separation between union and non-union. It was just kind of a standard thing that if you were a union member, you were one of the, they referred to you as a brother or a sister. That was just like saying you're equal to them. And the management, of course, they weren't union members, so they weren't what we considered brothers and sisters. That's one of the main goals of having a team and having a team member, is to, whenever there was problems or difficulties, the team leader would kind of be like an in-between person, and he would try to work it out with management and the company, the management and the employees in the team, to have a good work relationship. There was one piece of equipment, they call it an ADL. Well, at first they thought it was something that was possibly not in their job description, something that they shouldn't have to do. And then, of course, our supervisor, she would try to enforce the fact that we had to do it. And then sometimes a union would be involved. We would, what they call, put in for a committee call. We'd call the committee, and the committee man would come down there and he would explain to the workers and the team that this is something that was necessary, that we needed to do for quality, if he felt that we could do it. I remember back somewhere in maybe 2003 or something, I can't remember exactly, when I was a team leader, and there was going to be a local strike. The plant was going to go on strike over, I believe it was safety issues and work-related issues. And so they needed a strike captain, they call it. Every group had a strike captain. And they picked me for one of the captains to be a strike captain outside the plant. Well, leading up to the decision to have a strike, they usually have a vote. So as a team member and as a union member, we would all vote. It would not be a strike unless we voted yes. So yes, we was all in the same mindset. We were all determined that we needed to do this strike. And myself, having at that time over 30 years seniority, I was definitely willing to walk the pavement. I was prepared to be the captain. I was the captain. As the captain, I would organize and make sure that you could say take attendance and make sure that the ones that were supposed to come, I have a list of their names, and to make sure that they were there and they put their time in. Usually it was about 1 or 2 hours for each person. Everybody was all, basically we were all ready for it. And just the day before, the night of the supposed strike, the corporation came in and settled the strike, so we actually didn't go on strike the last minute. And as time went on, the union got, I would say, a better relationship with the management as time went on, and it wasn't so much those against us, or it was more like we were all working together. We realized that we needed to work together to produce a quality car and to please the customer and then do the best that we could do, and we shouldn't be having a lot of disputes with one another. So I guess it's like anything else. The more you do something, the better you get at it. And once you start seeing things, then you see more. It's kind of like driving an automobile. When you first start driving, you don't see anything. I do that as a part-time job, driver's training, and I get the students that do not see hardly anything out there. And then after a few hours, then they start seeing things.